Hello guys. Welcome back to our channel. As always, we are here with another excellent and important tutorial. Let's start today's tutorial. When you're working with CSS, choosing the right units is crucial to creating scalable and responsive designs. Two commonly used relative units are M and REM. While both are based on font sizes, they behave differently. Because of this, each one is better for different situations. This unit depends on the font size of the element's parent. It means it will follow the size that is set by the parent element. This unit depends on the font size of the root element, that HTML tag. It always uses the size that is set at the root element of the page. By default, browsers set the font size of that HTML tag to 16 pixels unless you change it. This 16px is used as the base size when you use REM units for sizing things. When you use M, the size depends on the font size of the parent element. For example, if the parent element has a font size of 16 pixels and an element inside it is set to 2M, the size will be 32 pixels. But M values can compound. When elements are inside each other, it means they are nested. In that case, the size calculations may be a bit confusing.
Let's look at a practical example of how the EM unit works. Our parent div font size is 16px. Child div is 1.5 em. So child div becomes 24px. Likewise, if we give font size 2em to nested child div, this time font size becomes 48px because nested child div font size is 2em. In the previous, I have explained in detail. EM unit depends upon its own parent element. Let's check in the browser to understand more clearly. The default font size is 16px. The child font size is 1.5 em, and the font size will be changed according to its parent's font size. And the nested child's font size will work like that.
When you use REM to set the size of something in CSS, it is always based on the font size of the root element. That means it doesn't change or stack up if it is inside other elements. This makes it easier to keep your design sizes consistent and predictable.
Now we understand our EM unit in a practical example.
Both elements calculate their size directly from the root element. The size does not depend on any parent element.
Let's see in the browser what happens. First element is 2rem, so it is 32px according to its root element. Likewise, second element is 1rem, so it is 16px according to its root element. When can you use EM unit? Let's explain.
You can use M for components or local scaling, where elements should adjust relative to their parent. Padding or margin inside buttons that should scale with the button's font size.
Let's check in the browser what it looks like. Now check where you can use our EM unit.
You can use REM if you want. Elements should stay consistent across the pages.
Let's check in the browser what it looks like.
In practice, you can use both M and REM together for flexibility. For example, REM is used for defining base sizes, and EM is used for scaling within components.
The button text size is 1rem, 16px. Padding scales with the button font size. Border radius remains consistent across the design.
You can easily scale your design for different devices using REM in combination with media queries.
Let's check in the browser how our EM and EM units work with media query.
I hope you understand well, so meet in next interesting video. Goodbye.